In this video, I'm going to give you a quick demonstration of ProText, the textbook system from ProGen, and show you how it can give you complete control over the textbooks at your school or your college. The easiest part of the system is capturing the book into the system and then creating multiple copies with the click of a button, and I'm going to show you how. We go into Books and Members and then choose Textbooks. I'm going to put in a book from an existing book from the system. Save time. There you can see what the screen looks like for capturing your books. All these fields are optional apart from the accession number, the barcode and the title. Those are the ones that have to be in the system, and we would also recommend the grade. So for example, stock numbers are optional, but if you have a system, a pre-existing system where your books have got stock numbers, you can put those into the system. Similarly, although the system number, where it keeps track of the accession numbers in the system, if you have already put accession numbers into books, you can use those ones in the system. So this book is All the Untold Stories of History. It's a grade 10 book. Most schools and colleges leave the prefix, the Dewey and the suffix empty, but the feature is there if you want it. Similarly with addition. The locations are the places around the school where the books are stored. You can put in the author of a book if you wish, as well as the publisher and the supplier. You have the option to put in the initial price, a current value and a replacement value. So once we have put in all those fields, we click on Save, F4, and that book is now in the system. However, I've only captured one copy, and we have bought 10 copies. So if we now go to Bulk Multiple Copies feature and fill in grade 10, you will see all the grade 10 books that we have purchased. And there you will see the one that we have just put in, All the Untold Stories of History. And you can see the current stock is 1. But in actual fact, we bought 10 altogether. So where it says new, we're going to fill in 9. And when we press enter, you'll see that it's updated the total to 10. You have an option to put in the condition of the book. We're going to leave it as new. And here you can put a tick if you want the system to print barcodes. Now in this instance, we want all 10 barcodes for this book because it's a new book in the system. At the same time, if you wish to, you can upgrade the numbers of other textbooks, existing textbooks. So let's say we've also purchased another 5 copies of Bakrat, grade 10. You can either make that number 6, giving you your total. When you press enter, it says in that case you must have added another 5. And we will have the barcodes for the 5 new ones for Bakrat, grade 10. When we update that, it brings you to the screen here, gives you an opportunity to say how many labels have already been used on your particular sheet of stationery, so you don't waste stationery. I'm going to say for demonstration purposes that we've used 2, and then you can say print barcodes. Immediately goes across and says label extract has been completed, 15 labels will be printed. That was 10 for Untold Stories of History and 5 for Bakrat. Say OK, and it goes into Word, and there you can see straight away your barcodes have been created. It's left the first 2 blank because we said we've used those, and it gives the name of the school, the title of the book, the accession numbers, all different accession numbers for the different books, and a barcode for each book. And here you will see there are all the Untold, and here are the Bakrat for grade 10. So you would then go and print those books. Putting pupils into the system is also equally easy. I'm going to put in an existing pupil, 123 Adam Spence. We've got a place for his surname, family code, if you have an accounting system that uses a family code for the accounts, his first name, his initials, his gender, and what class he is in. And we make his photo number 123, and then whenever you type in 123, his photo will come up. You have the facility to put financial details against this child, whether you're holding a deposit for him, and so on. And you can put in his cell phone number and his email. This means that you'll be able to send SMSs to this child to say, you have got books not yet returned. Or you can put in his email address. Down here is a place where you can put information about this member. For example, you could say, this pupil is always losing books. And then whenever you type in 123, that warning message will appear. We're not going to put a message against Adam now, but the facility is there. When you say F4, it takes you to another screen which allows you to put in all sorts of additional information for this member. His street address, his postal address, home phone numbers, cell phone numbers, email numbers, and fax numbers. This is an optional screen. You can set an indicator in your system defaults whether or not you want this information. If you don't want it, you take out the tick, and that screen you won't see. You're going to click on Update, and that's putting a pupil into the system. Issues and returns, to show you how easy it is. When we are putting in issues, there is a feature everywhere in the system for lookups. So if the pupil has forgotten his library number, his member number, you can press F2, lookup, and type in his surname, and it will jump down to Adam Spence and say there his number is 123. You select it and it brings it back into the system. And that lookup feature works everywhere in the system, every field. You can do a lookup for any field in the system. Now we are going to go and issue some books to Adam Spence. The system has printed out the barcodes, so we use our barcode reader and we simply read the barcodes of the books that we are issuing to Adam Spence. There are the 4 books that he is taking out. We click on Save, and it takes you to a letter that can be printed out immediately. You also have an option to print all these issued letters at the end of the issuing process. But for now, I'm going to show you where the letter is printed out immediately after issuing. So you can see it's got his member details, the 4 books that he has been issued, plus one that he had out a while ago on the 16th of the 1st. The others were taken out today. So he's got 5 textbooks in total, and it gives you a total replacement value. So the parents and the child know what they have signed for, and a place for the signature. Some schools ask the children to sign. Other schools send the form home and ask the parents to sign. It's up to you how you want the system to work for you. But what it does makes everybody aware of exactly what they are responsible for, and you will have far fewer lost books and far fewer made-up stories. Now I'm going to show you how quick it is to return books. If it is one child, one particular child, then you go to Textbook Returns by Member. You type in the member's number, and there you can see all the books that were out to Adam Spence. And you can put a tick next to the ones that he has returned. So he's returned his mathematics, his English and context, his consumer studies. but he hasn't returned the other two. So we say F4, save, and immediately you have a letter printed out which tells him these are the books that you have returned, total of 6, but you have not yet returned Guidelines Maths and Nuwe Generasie Rekenkunde Graad 10. In this way, the children are encouraged to take responsibility for the books that are in their possession. Similarly, you can use the textbook returns no matter who the book is out to. And this doesn't ask for the pupil number, and you just scan in the books that have been returned, and it knows who's returned them, what the condition of the book was, and you press F4, and that is now those books returned. Now Adam can see that he's only got one book still out, which is this one, Nuwe Generasie Rekenkunde. There are several reports in the system, but I will show you the one that is going to be of the most use to you. We go into reports and inquiries. You can see these are all the reports that are available in the system. But this is the one that you're going to use when you're expecting a visit from the department and they want to know all about the textbooks at the school. You click on Title Statistics Report, and the system goes through, counts all the books in the system in a matter of seconds. And I'm going to say display, although you would probably print it. And there you can see a summary of the statistics of every book in the library. All the titles that are in the book, how many you've got in total, how many of those are issued, how many are out at the moment, leaving how many in the system, what the condition of those books are, whether they are new, used, tatty, repair needed, etc. And everything, every question that the department can ask of you will be answered in this one report. So you can see how the system is going to make your life so much easier, give you control over the books that you have got in, make it easier for you to capture new books, multiple copies, print barcodes, issue and return, and keep control of all the books in the system and know what is going on. On the next screen, you'll see details of who you can contact if you would like to find out more about ProText.